Let's save you a whole bunch of time in successfully marketing your health business online. I'm Joy Houston from Heal at Scale, and I am going to show you one of my favorite current health marketing efficiency hacks that we share with our mastermind members here at Heal at Scale. All right, we are going to need ChatGPT or Bing or any of the wonderful AI services that can help make your marketing so much easier. And we're also going to need your Canva account. Okay, if you don't have a Canva account, you can check the link below, and you will see a link for a free Canva subscription. The stuff that I'm going to be showing you today, you will need a Canva Pro account, but I can tell you if there's one thing I never have regretted investing in, it is my Canva Pro account. So I think it will serve you very well. Even this hack that I'm going to show you right now is worth the price of admission over at Canva. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. By showing you how I put some prompts into ChatGPT. Okay, so I'm going to share screen here. Let's make sure you can see this. So I simply went into ChatGPT and I posed a question. Okay, now what I asked it was, hey, please create a list of the most popular books about online marketing and health business and business strategy for health professionals. Okay, now I love reading these kind of books. We do that a lot, but I get into them so much, this might happen to you too, that I don't always mark every page and mark every quote and remember all the wonderful things that I should be sharing with you guys, right? So thankfully, ChatGPT and services like that can help us pull these things together really, really quickly. Okay, so I asked it for a list of those books, all right? And then you can see it gave me the top 10 books. It's also giving me a warning, you guys, that, ChatGPT only goes up to 2021. So if I wanted the most current list, I would actually use my Bing account. If you don't have that one, you do need to get on the wait list. You do have to use it in the Microsoft Edge browser. And as an Apple girl, I was not really loving that. But I have to just say there are some major advantages to it. I'm just using ChatGPT here today because I personally like the way that ChatGPT does the tables. I think that it gives a much more legible table version than Bing does. The data is still there, so you could use it, but you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here in just a minute. Okay, so I asked it for 10 books. If your niche or the area that you really want to specialize in is autoimmune or skin conditions or fertility or whatever, like helping, half the people around the world avoid diabetes, whatever your topic is, you would want to search popular books on that particular topic. Okay. And you guys can use this for anything. I'm just using it to grab quotes as an example, okay? And then I told it, okay, wonderful, thank you. Can you please pull some helpful quotes to help smart practitioners have the confidence to grow their health business online? Please organize it into a table, okay? Now, if you watch some videos on YouTube about how to use ChatGPT, there's more fancy ways of doing that. You can tell it a field with brackets, you can do all this stuff. But for me, I find it works, fine just asking in regular old English. Please organize this into a table. Column one will include the quote, column 2 will include the book title, and column 3 will include the author's name. And sure enough, it did it for me, okay? So that just saved me hours and hours and hours of research, okay? Now, you'll notice that ChatGPT goes in and out. So I don't really, goes in and out of saving conversations, okay? So I don't want to trust that it's going to be here when I get back. So I always take whatever it gives me and I copy it over into my own, area. In this case, what I have done is I've created a spreadsheet. So I just have a spreadsheet for me and my team, and it's this one in particular is health marketing quotes. I'll also do like motivational ones and all different kinds of things, right? But this one has to be healthcare marketing quotes, okay? And you can see I've put a blue line in here just to differentiate for myself. Okay, I already posted these in the way that I'm going to show you how to do today. So I'm moving on to the second ones. So now I have pasted what ChatGPT gave me right in here. Okay, now note that when I pasted it in here, I hold down Command Option Shift and then I hit V to paste it in. So Command Option Shift V to paste it in with no formatting, okay? If I failed to do that and I just did the normal Command V to paste the content in here, you would see the gray background and it has that formatting from ChatGPT, and we don't want that. We want nice, clean text formatting, okay? So I have saved what ChatGPT has given me here in this spreadsheet. So now we have the heavy lifting was done by ChatGPT. Thank you very much. Okay. And now we have the data that it gave us stored. Okay. Just in case we come back in here a minute later and maybe we accidentally close the window and it didn't save the chat. We don't want to have to start all over. Okay. So we've got the information. We have it saved, right? A little redundancy will save our butts. And now we're going to come right on over here into Canva, and I'm going to show you how to use their bulk create feature to get all of those quote posts done at one time. And then once we get that handled, I'll show you how to use the content planner to automate their release on social over time. Okay. And the great thing about that is you'll be able to rinse and repeat them. Okay. Because a year from now, when there's brand new people who are in your top of funnel marketing, they're just finding you. Well, these quotes are still going to be inspiring to them. And even people who haven't seen them in a while, it's going to be inspiring. So you can rinse and repeat and use some of the things that you want frequently, top of mind for your audience. Okay. So let's go ahead and tell Canva we want to create a design. Let's just do an Instagram square. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and pick you're going to pick your design over here. Obviously, you want to pick something that resonates with your brand. My brand logo happens to have hexagons in it. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one here. And then I'm going to start to make this template work for my brand, okay? Because this does not at all align with my brand colors, okay? So if you switch from templates, so once you pick your template, it's going to be tons of them in here. If you need to search by a specific topic, of course you can. If you have a beach theme or any other cat theme or whatever, your branding is like, pop icon, not pop, but like a pop art kind of stuff, whatever it is, go ahead and put your search terms in here. And that way it'll narrow the search so you can find something that you like. Okay. When I'm looking for templates that are going to be used repeatedly, I like to look for things that have a little bit of flexibility. So see how this has a couple different elements and it has a background color. So I could mix up those background colors so they all don't look exactly the same. Let me show you exactly what I mean by that. Okay. So I've picked my templates. I just went with hexagons because it's part of my logo, okay? And now I'm gonna pull up my Heal at Scale color palette, okay? And this design happens to have muted colors. So it's also muting my colors. So I'm gonna click in there and I'm just gonna tidy that up a little bit. I have a nice bright orange and I probably won't want so much of that color. I wanna get a little bit of my dark navy in there. And then over here, I'm gonna do that. Okay, and then I'm gonna fix my orange because that's not my orange. Okay, and then now I'm gonna ungroup some things. Whenever you pick a template, chances are there's some things that are grouped into place. Okay, I also don't want this to be all caps, so I'm gonna switch it so I can change that. And now I'm just gonna start making this my, stuff for my brand. Okay, so I'm gonna go on through here and I'm gonna go ahead and move this on over to my fonts. Okay, and I like people to be able to read my site, so I do separate it by caps, healatscale.com, okay? And because I have more space in this void over here where the site's gonna go, I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of that, and I'm gonna justify the first letter with that little line there. Okay, now I gotta get everything into my brand colors, oops. There we go. This is also not my font, so let me fix that up really quick. All right, that is my font. Okay, when it switched to my font, it made it kind of small. Most of the names on there were not too long, so I'm gonna try that. Okay, some of my quotes were a little longer, so I'm gonna give myself a little more room. I'm also going to reduce the line height. See how there's a lot of space between these lines? I'm going to reduce that since some of my quotes were a little meaty and I want to make sure that I have room for them all. That's still going to be readable. Wonderful. Okay. That font is just fine, but it's going to be a little light for the actual thing that I want to get attention. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into mine, but I'm going to use a bolder font. That will work just fine. Okay, and then we'll add another text font here, and, oops, that's a little big. Okay, and I'm gonna need one more for the book title, okay? So what I'm doing, do you remember how my table way back over here, has 3 different areas: a quote, a book title, and an author, okay? So I want my design to also have 3 fields, okay? The author, the quote, and the book title. Now I'm gonna move the book title down here because I have a feeling that the quote will need a little bit more room, okay? So we're gonna, let's see if we can justify this with that copy box. Perfect. Okay, and then I don't want the book name going over this cute little area over here where they have these designs. Okay, I'm also going to lower the line height just in case some of the book titles are a little longer. Okay, so now, don't mind that this is a Margaret Thatcher quote. Everything is going to get replaced in just a minute, okay? So now I have placeholders. I'm going to leave this, okay? That's going to stay the same on every one. You'll want to do the same, okay? And then the author's name will go here, the quote will go here, and the title of the book is going to go here, okay? So now I want to close this up, and now we're going to click this button here that says bulk create. So let's go ahead and hit bulk create. Now, if you wanted, you could come on over to your table and you could export that as a CSV file, right? You could just go file, export, right? Or download, and you could do that as a CSV file right here, comma separated values. Since this is only 3, I'm just gonna be lazy and I'm gonna paste it in there, okay? So I'm gonna say enter data manually, okay? And now it already has some just default placeholder text in here. So I'm gonna suggest that you clear the table, okay? I'm gonna come back on over here into my healthcare marketing tips, okay? And I'm going to select all of these. So I have copied them, and now I'm going to paste them right here, okay? Now I have to tell what each one is, okay? So this one is my quote. This one is the book title. Book title. Oops, let's go ahead and be consistent here. And this is author. Okay, great. That's gonna make me crazy. We'll just do them all in lowercase. Okay, OCD much, Joy? All right, so now it's done. And now you can see that Canva recognizes that we have a quote, a book title, and an author stored in that bulk create table, okay? So now what we want to do, and it gives you a reminder here, right-click an element in your page to connect it to your data below, okay? So now I want this to be the quote, and I'm gonna click the 3 dots, okay? So I clicked on it, and now I have the 3 dots, and you see here where it looks like a bunch of coins stacked on each other, it says connect data. Okay, and my options are going to be there. So this one I want to be the quote, okay? And then this one, again, I'm going to command click that one, click the 3 dots, go to connect data. This is going to be the author, okay? And then this one, we're going to do the same thing. Command click, hit the 3 dots, connect data, and this one is going to be the book title, all right? And now, once that looks pretty good, it doesn't look that fancy right now, right? It's just clicked and it looks like, oh, I might move these things around, I might center them. I don't worry too much about that because it's going to depend on how long the author name is, the quote name, the book title. So I go ahead and let it do all the heavy lifting work, and then I come back through and do any artistic cleanup. So we're going to say continue. Okay, and now it has 10 of them, and it's asking me, my next purple button I could click is to generate the 10 pages. I'm going to go ahead and click that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, great. Now you can see I've got some sloppiness happening here, right? Because David Meerman Scott's name is going down to a second line. So I may have to do some minor adjustments here to bring this back to center, okay? And because this quote is not that long, then I have the option to kind of pull it in and get it nice and centered. I like it like that. And then take up a little more space. Okay, so I can do a little tidy up, okay? I probably should have left the quotes in there, you guys, so I didn't have to come back and do that. You guys can learn from my mistakes, okay? And this is from the New Rules of Marketing PR. And because this book title is shorter, I'm just gonna kind of tuck it down in the corner here, and I'm just gonna make sure everything is spread out and nice and balanced, okay? You will do this for each one of the posts, okay? I'm not going to make you sit through that with me, okay? But I do want to show you that I would get super bored of having just that post in my feed all the time, okay? I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want it in my Facebook groups. I wouldn't want it on my Instagram. So I'm going to go ahead and vary up how these look, okay? So what I'm going to do is come back in here and say, okay, let's go to the second one. Again, you guys, we're going to kind of clean each one of these up. And if we can take up a little more space, we might as well. Again, I forgot to add the quotes in that table. I leave them in, but in that copy and paste, I must have forgotten. Okay, and so now that looks really nice. I might do a little tidy up like this. Okay, great. And now I want to mix these up. Okay, so let's say all of these were adjusted. Let's go ahead and show you how we could click them up. So now we can go back into the design, okay, and instead of templates, I'm gonna be here in styles. Okay, and look, I have all of these different sort of variations that I can use, and I'm gonna go ahead and check out a few. Let's just use only my blue colors. Okay, well, that looks kind of nice, but I might mix that up a little bit and say, you know, that his name looks a little too light, so I might go ahead and do that. And then I might want to come on in here and add a little, like one of my pop colors somewhere in here, just to keep it on brand, because I don't tend to do a lot of things that are, you know, sort of monochromatic like that. Okay, so I might go ahead and click in here and add a couple of these and just mix it up a little bit so it looks a little bit more like how my brand would look. Okay, but now I can mix these up really quickly and really easily, and then I'm gonna have all 10 different quotes that I want to automate going out on social media, okay? Now, once I have each one of those quotes, again, you guys are going to take a little time. I'm not going to do it while you guys wait here with me in the video, but I would mix up each one of these, again, coming back into design, going into styles and saying, okay, well, what does this one look like? Okay. And again, I don't tend to do a lot of monochromatic stuff, so I'm going to add in my color scheme on all of these, but let me just show you how it would look if I went ahead and mixed these up and used my navy palette. And then I came back around to let's see, this one here, and they all start to look completely different. Go into this one, okay, and this one, and keep on going here, okay? Let's even try this one. And I did like that dark one a lot, so I might use a second of that one. Oops. Oh, that's a blank one, sorry. Come back to this one. And now you can see overall, I still have all the cleanup to do, but it just takes me a few seconds to come in and my quotes can be all cleaned up really quickly, okay? So once I come back through here and I do my little artistic touches, I make sure all the authors' names are well represented. I've got everything ready to go. Now I want to show you how I would take this particular post and I would go ahead and get these automated onto my release schedule, okay? So now what I want to do is I want to take each one of these, okay? Now, if you have someone who is helping you with your social media and you just need to deliver these to them, or you just want to teach them this process or have them watch this video, yay, then they'll have their own process. They might be using one of the many platforms to auto-release your content, but I'm going to show you the way to do it right here in Canva so that you're empowered to do that, okay? What I do is once I get all that stuff done, for me, you guys, this is like, hey, cup of tea, glass of wine, whatever's floating my boat in that moment, and I'll just knock out a few of these, and then I can go to my content planner. Okay, if you don't know where your content planner is, you can click apps right here, and content planner is one of the apps that I use the most. There's a whole big bunch of them. If you don't already use it, search content planner and it'll come up. Okay, and then once you click content planner, you can go ahead and automate your marketing here. Okay, now you see I have a Facebook group for a paid program called Protocol to Program. It helps practitioners turn their favorite protocols into online group health educational programs that change hundreds of lives at once in the same, 1 hour that you would spend with a patient. So you can see I've already automated some things. Okay, if we look at this post, you can see that this is automated. We're in module 4, or in that week, we were in module 4. That module 4 is called Tech Time. And I go ahead and give them an overview and tell them what kinds of questions they should be posting here so that we can answer it live in the Q&A. Now, you guys, what's cool about this is every time I host that program live, all I have to do is come here into my content calendar and make a copy. How awesome is that? Even the text that goes in the post, I'm not going to have to retype that, you guys. I'm just going to hit make a copy. I'm going to tell it I want it to go in my Facebook group. So here, I could just kind of show you really quick. Okay, so I'm going to hit make a copy and I would select a channel. Okay, for me, I host that inside a Facebook group. So that's Protocol to Program 2023. Let's say I had my new Protocol to Program 2024 group made. I would simply click on this one. I would select this one and then it would make a copy and I just have to tell it what date I want it to go. Okay, I'm not going to do that because I don't need to do that right now, but it makes it so all of my program posts are rinse and repeat, right? Because each new cohort, it's a whole new group of people. So the same text, the same post, it's fine, right? I don't have to change anything. So now let's show you how you could do that yourself to deploy a quote, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and post that particular quote inside my Facebook group, my public facing Facebook group. Okay. So let's go ahead and pick this one. So now I'm going to select this one, meaning I've clicked on this one. You can see it's outlined in purple. I'm going to hit copy. So Command C on an Apple, copy. I'm going to come back out here to Canva Home. And now I need to create it as its own separate design, okay? So again, I'm making a 1080 by 1080, okay? And I'm just gonna paste it right in here, okay? I don't need this one. So now this is the only thing in here, okay? I want this to be the only thing in here, okay? And now that this is the only thing in here, I'm gonna go ahead and tell it I want to share this on social. Okay, now where do I want it to share on social? In this case, I'm gonna share it with my Facebook group. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my free Heal at Scale Facebook group and say, and if there's anything that I wanted to say in support of this, then I could put that here in the group. Okay, so let's see, this one is marketing and not a process. It has a beginning, a middle, but never an end. Okay, and then I could even say here, so I'm gonna go share on social. In this case, nope, not a Facebook page. Sorry guys, I want it to go in my group. Share on social. I'm gonna pick Facebook group. I'm gonna go to Free Heal at Scale, and I can say, you know what? If you need some help with your marketing, you're invited. You are invited to a free game plan session. To prioritize the next 3 moves to grow your business. And then I'm just really quick gonna grab a link. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna go to my own site. I'm just gonna grab this book a call link right here because I'm being kind of lazy right now. Okay, and I'm gonna come back into the post we're working on. Okay, and I'm going to add that link, okay, because this is in my Facebook group. And I'll show you how when I post this on Instagram, then I will change the copy to say, okay, I would change the copy to say, use the link in bio. And then when they go to my link in bio, they're going to see the button. When they click on that link, they'll see my link in bio has a whole link setup page, and they'll see the opportunity to book a game plan session. Okay, so in my Facebook group, Facebook lets me put a link, so no problem there. But I'll show you how that we'll do this on Instagram in a different way. Okay, we'll use the same post. So, oh crap. So I just clicked off of it. The bummer thing is if you click off of it, you guys, you have to go back in and it doesn't remember. So you have to say heal at scale. If you'd like some help, marketing, we're happy to help. If you'd like some help with your marketing, we're happy to tell you the exact next steps we'd take if your health business was our own. Okay, and then we'll say book your free game plan session. And then you would be saying, you know, whatever your session is. Ideally, you are putting people on your list before you let them book a session with you on your calendar. We have another video about that, so poke around, make sure you can find it. I'll put a link in the description below, okay? Book your free game plan session here. Okay, and then we'll put that link. Okay, now we're good to go. Okay, so now we've got that here. You might want to add some emojis and make it a little more fun. Again, I'm just going to move through this quickly. And now I'm going to say that I want to publish this. Okay, so publish later. Let's say that I want this to go out in my group tomorrow. Lunchtime is pretty good. For my group, they tend to be more active in the evening. So I'm going to say like 6:15 p.m. Okay, done. Okay, and we're gonna double check everything. Yay, this looks good. Now we're gonna say schedule. Okay, it's gonna take a second to prepare the design. And now I'm going to go ahead and go to the content planner. I'll tell you guys what I used to do was make a copy, and it would make a copy of the image, but it wouldn't copy that text, okay? Now I could use that same exact text on LinkedIn, on Twitter, all over the place, right? On my public Facebook page, like not my group, but my actual page. I can use it all over the place. So let me just show you how we can do this a lot easier and not have to retype the text by clicking Content Planner. Okay, so that post is there. What I should have done, you guys, is title that design. So my bad, you should definitely title that design. Let me see if I can, it might not let me edit it because now that it's scheduled, it won't want me to edit it, or it'll it'll unschedule it, which honestly is totally fine. Actually, let's just do it so you see how to do it. Okay, so let's go back in here, editing this design. We'll pause the schedule post. That's okay. Let's go ahead and post it, and we're gonna call this one is Heal at Scale is my brand. Okay, and these are quote cards. And I'll remind myself, this is marketing is not an event. Marketing is not an event. Okay, so that'll just jog my memory exactly which quote this is, okay? And so now I do have to do it again. Okay, so, but it left it in here because I went at it through the content planner. That's the advantage of accessing your template through the content planner, is it's keeping this data in here so you don't have to retype it, okay? So now we'll say save and schedule. It's gonna keep it on the same date that I picked. Okay, now let's do this again. Go back to the content planner. Okay, now we can see that this is scheduled. It's going to go out tomorrow. It's going to go out, that's when I created it. It's going to go out at 6:15 p.m. Okay, great. So this is all set, okay? Now, what I can instantly do, and this is where it gets to be a crazy time saver for you guys. This quote would also be relevant for the pictures for the practitioners who follow me over on LinkedIn on my public page. So let's go ahead and make a copy. And watch how fast this is, you guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna go select a channel. I'm also gonna put it out on my Heal at Scale Facebook page. So not inside my group, but just on my public page, okay? Do I want it to go out at the same time? Yeah, sure, that's totally fine. Okay, and now that one is automated too. Okay, and then let's come back and you can see now I've got two, one going into my group and one going onto my Heal at Scale Facebook page. Let's keep going, right? Why not get traction on a whole bunch of places from one post, okay? And if you are the type of person who wants things to go out on different platforms on different days, then you would simply say, make a copy. Okay, and let's say I also want to, for me, I do all my Facebook and then all my LinkedIn and all the things, okay? But you do you. I want you to have fun. Now I want to select a channel, and let's say our public Heal at Scale Facebook page, we just did that one. So let's put this on my professional Heal at Scale. Yeah, let's do that one. So there's just a Joy Houston practitioner. Oh, let's do LinkedIn. Yeah, so let's do LinkedIn. Okay, and then let's just say that we wanted to change the time. It doesn't have to be. Maybe you're the type of person who likes things released at different platforms, different days. That's totally fine. You just hit the edit, and then maybe I want this one to go out today, and I want, my audience is actually more active in the evening, so I'm going to keep it going out tonight, and I can say done and save and schedule. Okay. Oh, this one needs me to sign back in. All good. Okay, I'm not gonna make you guys wait and sign in here. Let's just do a different one. For some reason, my Canva has disconnected itself from LinkedIn and I need to sign back in, okay? So now let's go ahead and click any one of these. And then I promise to show you, okay, on Instagram, it's not gonna let you do the link, right? I mean, if you wanted to do it, people could copy and paste it. But what I go ahead and do is say, hey, book your game plan session, right? Or use link in bio to book your free game plan session, okay? So I would come in here. Oops. I don't want to change this one. I forgot to make a copy. Oh no, I did make a copy because it's already says LinkedIn. So now I'm going to tell them use link in bio to book your free game plan session. Okay, now since this is Instagram, honestly, guys, I would probably grab some emojis and get this kind of sparkled up a little bit because those ones tend to do better for me on Instagram. Okay, and then I would hit save and schedule. Instagram, let's say for Instagram, my audience is busy at lunch and in the evening. So I am going to leave this one in the evening too, just to be cross-platform sort of. I want to be everywhere, everything everywhere all at once, right? So I'm just going to leave this to go out at the same time. Okay, so save and schedule, and that's going to go out on Instagram. All I did was put link in bio instead of the link because that's not going to work on Instagram. Okay, so then what you need to do is be careful when you go back in to make the next copy. Okay, because for something like, releasing on all the other platforms. So we have LinkedIn happening on this one. We have, oh, it did work. Okay, got it. So now we have this one going into my Facebook group. Now just keep on going. Like, you made the post. So why wouldn't you go ahead and put it out on, my business LinkedIn page and my personal Heal at Scale, right? Or my personal Joy Houston. I have a professional page, right? Why wouldn't I go ahead and put that out then, right? So now I can have it going out on all these platforms, and all I did was make the one post. And if I sit down and do this, I'll just kind of tell you. So we're looking forward, and I'm about to do this. I just decided to film this for you guys so you could see. I'll do all my health marketing, the health marketing quotes that I got from books. So you might want to do some topic specific quotes. And then I'll do a completely different look to a post, and I will share things with my people. Like, I'll show you this one. Like, here's what I love. A lot of you guys struggle with the tech, and I've built 2 templates to get you guys started on the platform that I think is absolutely best for practitioners. It's the most cost effective, it's easiest to use, and also lets me push campaigns to you so you don't have to do any of the work. I want this post to go out in multiple different visual forms on a whole bunch of different platforms, and I'm going to come back and use it. So I'll do all of the things that I, believe in, like suggested products. I'll put all those out. So basically I'll come through and I'll move forward with my March and April calendar. I like to do it by quarter. So I do 3 months at a time. I'll do all my inspirational quotes, all my health marketing quotes, and then I'll do like the 3 main areas of my business. Okay, so for you as a practitioner, I suggest that you look at the 3 main objectives, okay, that you help people with. Okay, so I know if you haven't niched down, that can be really hard. The more you niche down, the easier it gets, right? But when you're really clear on what the 3 objectives that you can help your avatar with are, then I do a body of posts for each one of those objectives in the positive. Like, hey, if you can achieve that objective, what it's look like, and then I flip the script and I do 3 different veins of content on the negative, like on the symptom, the negative, icky, yucky symptom that they hate. So I'll do all these veins of content, and then I will make all the posts at once, and then I will drip them out. Okay, now each type of post has a different look, touch, and feel to it. So then by the end, there's sort of a visual symphony, if you will, of different things between my trusted products, things that I can say to inspire them, health marketing tips that I can give them, how I can help them overcome their pain points. I can do them for myth busting, right? I can even take common concepts, like right now everybody's talking about ChatGPT and Bing and which one's better, right? So I can pull into the forefront of really kind of what's happening now in marketing, what people are talking about. And I'll do all of those veins of posts, and then I'll just come in here and I'll rapid fire each one just like you see this one. So now this one is set to go out on all my platforms, and I did the one post and I repeated and repeated just like I show you again. So you come on in here to the post, you'll simply click make a copy. Click the 3 dots, click make a copy. Once you have the copy, you're going to tell it which platform, you're going to tell it what time, and you are off to the races with a very time-saving marketing efficiency hack. I would love to help you with your marketing. If you need that, please come and visit us at healitscale.com. We would absolutely love to help you reach more people in less of your time. If you're new here to the channel, please subscribe. If you're new to us, our sweet spot is helping practitioners to leverage their brilliance by taking your knowledge and encompassing it into online programs that are scalable. Ultimately, they add 2 more income streams. One, when you host the program live, you can do that as many times a year as you want, and a second revenue stream from offering it as a self-study course. Now, both the live and self-study course, because you can be helping hundreds of people in this program at a time, also tend to drastically up-level what you make from your testing and supplements, okay? So that's really what we're all about, is taking your brilliance and leveraging it. If we can help you, come and visit us over at healitscale.com. I can't wait to see you in the very next video.